back today with another video. If you don't know, I create videos every week to do with online teaching and sometimes tech tutorial. So I'm going to be doing this tech tutorial now just to show you how to create an escape room. If you haven't watched my part 1, then watch my part 1 if you want to know how to create a room like this, how to put in a digital clock, timer, a Bitmoji, images, and how to do this. Then just jump over to that video. For everybody else, now I'm going to be showing you part 2. Please do smash that subscription button because every subscription helps and a lot of you are not subscribed. So this is how you do it. So this was part 1 and this is part 2. What we have here is the Jumanji Escape Room form. So this has been created on Google Forms so the children could go through and answer questions. If I do something like this, for example, it says, oh no, wrong answer. We're not going anywhere. But then if we put in the correct answer, we're going to be taken through to the second question. So here I will show you how to put in the graphics, how to do this, how you can get that response up like that to move through these forms, because these forms can be used for many different things such as quizzes, etc. So we're just going to jump over to here now, and I'm just going to click on here so that you can see we're going to go down to Google Forms, just this one there, and that will bring us here. Now I'm going to title this something completely different. Escape the Kranzia or something like that. No, let's say Escape to Zanzibar. Just totally made this up here, right there. So we've got the title here. Question that I'm going to ask is, I will ask, what is yellow and begins with B? Now, we can all agree this is a pretty boring form. It's a standard form that is pretty boring, and we're going to sort of change this up so it's more appealing to the eye. So we've got this here as a multiple choice question, but you can have different answers. You can have a short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, linear scale. You can have all of these, but I would suggest for an escape room, you stick with multiple choice or like short answers where there's no ambiguity with that answer, like 7 times 7 is 49. So I'm going to just put here berries. And then here, banana. And here we can just put something like blueberries. Right, so we've got berries, banana, blueberries. We can all agree that I have not seen any yellow. What is yellow and begins with B? Right, these questions are just an example of what you can do. I'm not going to be teaching in this session how to create questions that are for the age range or that are exciting. This is just a tutorial on the form itself. So anything that comes to mind, I'm doing. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go down to here, required. We want an answer to be required. We need that submission to come in for them to move to the next part just there. So now that we've got that required, and we need to go down to this bit here, go to section based on answer. So that's what we want, so they can move to that section. I'm just going to put berries is wrong, so section 1, so they're not going to move past this section. For this one, I will say continue to the next section because in my head the answer is banana. For blueberries, again, section 1. So I don't want them to move past here. At this point, we are just going to go on to a bit of decoration and start moving this around. So these functions here are for different questions, import questions, so you can import questions from a form if you've already got those questions, add title and description, add image, add a video, add a section. So we're going to add another section here, and I'm going to, this is section 2. What shall we call this? Welcome to the Stampede. That's what we have there, and I'm going to just put some questions here. This time I'm going to do a different type of question, a short answer question. So for the short answer question, I am going to ask how many people do you see? At this point, I'm just going to leave that there because I don't have an answer right now because I'm going to get that image. Right, so we're going to jump back to section 1 and I will explain why I did section 2 like this so that you understand. So we've gone back to section 1 here. And what I want to do right now is I want to add in an image. So I'm going to add in an image. You're going to have to upload something off your computer, off your cameras, and maybe if you created something before, some exciting images, say graphic designs by URL, you can add something, photos. But we're going to go to Google image search. Now, the great thing about Google image search is that all of the images you can use, so they're safe for copyright, so there's no issues there. So I'm going to just type in something like banana tree. No, the typo there. Well, I can't actually. Sometimes typing can happen. So we've got banana tree. So I'm just going to click on this image here and insert this. So we've got an image there that we've inserted. What is yellow and begins with B? So we have that there. Answer the question below. So as you can see, I've purposely done this for you. This is in an obscure place, so it says answer the question below. What you can do is you can just move this just there, so it's there, and then the questions are below, so that you've got some sort of image that's connected to that. At this point as well, you might be thinking, well, how can we decorate this form? Go over to customize. You can change it to this type of color, that color. I like this orange type of pink color, and I want to change the header as well. So here's a header that I like. You've got lots of choice of different ones that you can choose from, but I'm just going to go to this one and insert this. So now all of a sudden we have a header that is there. So you have that as well. That's just there. So we've got escape to Cransy, and as you can see, it's starting to build up into something that looks a bit more appealing to the eye. Right, so we've got this now, and we've got this required there. So that means that if they get it wrong, it's a required answer, they're not going to go any further than here. They won't get to section 2. And I'll show you how that works in just a moment. Now we've come down to this bit. How many people can we see? So again, I want to add in an image. So I'll type in something like happy dance. You can tell what's on my mind. If you're enjoying this video and this video is for you, please do smash that like button because it really helps. And don't forget to subscribe. We also have a group down below, my Facebook group. Do join the group. Lots of teachers there, lots of parents. It's the European and UK group, but do join it. Everyone is welcome. So we've got this image there. How many people do you see? So we can see 1 here. So you've got a choice now. It says, how do you want the answer? Do you want it in text? Do you want it in a number? For this one, I'm going to say text because I want to show you something. So contains, doesn't contain. So we're just going to write here 1. And notice how I have used a capital letter. This form is caps sensitive. So do tell the children that, and do stick to one or the other, either all capitals or not capitals. Here is asking you for a response if the children get it wrong or if anyone gets it wrong, but we're talking about children now. So, oh no, try again. So that's the response that will come up if they don't write down 1 for that answer. So here we've got required. So you want to click on that. Response validation. We want that response validation in here, just like that. So at this point, I'm going to show you, and we can do a quick preview to see what that looks like. So we've got welcome to the Stampede. Actually, I might just put in an image or just right here, so congratulations, because it is. It is section 2. Welcome to the Stampede. Now, each section doesn't have to be a new level. It really depends on what you decide to choose. So I am just going to choose this little, because it's cute. It is cute, isn't it? That's really cute. I'm just going to add that image here. Way to go. So you're really congratulating them, and then they come down to this question that they have here. So if we go to preview now, we can have a quick look at what that looks like. So we've got it, escape to Zanzibar. What is yellow and begins with B? So if I press berries, this is what will happen. It just brings me back. If I choose banana though, what's going to happen? We'll go through to the next section here. How many people do you see? You can just change that to how many people do you see below. I'm going to put something like 2 just there, and then I'm going to go to submit. Your response has been recorded. So what I have done just there is we need to go back because I haven't showed you this section here. So go to settings. We've got general, collect email addresses. We do not want to be clicking that. We don't need the children's email addresses, response receipts. Do we want that? Just leave that as it. Limit to 1, requires a sign-in, limit to 1 response. So how many times do we want them to be doing that? Do we require them to sign in? No. Edit after submit? No.